Hello, I'm excited to be working on this project with you. It's our summer sewing project. If you watched What's New last week, you saw us introduce this project, and it's also like on all our social media. You can find it on our website. It's going out in our email. It's going to be on Instagram. It's already on our insiders page on Facebook. It's like, if you don't know about this project, I don't know how you don't know because it's everywhere. So this is really fun. We're going to offer one project a month. This is the project for this month. It's a on-the-go travel pillowcase, and this pattern is available to you for free. You can go to our website and download it from the home page. You can contact our orders department at orders@alwaysinstitches1.com, and they will email it, snail mail it, or however you want to get it. You can walk in the store and get a copy. You know, we just want you to work along with this project. I showed you last week in What's New that I was going to use this fabric, but I didn't quite use it the way I said I was. And Peter caught me on this one. He said, I wondered, you should have said something at the time, but it was a learning curve for me.
Well, I didn't want to pillow shame you.
Oh, pillow shame. Yeah, we don't quilt shame here. We don't pillow shame. So when I originally looked at this fabric, my intention was, oh, look at that, I'm already getting all hairy, was to use this for the cuff and then the polka dots for the body. And the reason I was doing that was because I'm kind of selfish with my Tula main print. I love this print so much. I'm very, you know, I'm kind of a fabric hoarder. I think I have to confess. I think I'm a fabric hoarder. Anyway, I didn't want to cut that piece up, but in a big chunk. But it's a 27 by 8 or 27 by what? 27 by 16.5-inch piece. So it's not that big of a piece, but so I still have plenty of fabric left. But what happened was this cuff, you really only have 2.5 inches that is visible. And so if I did that, my little main feature pieces wouldn't have fit in the cuff. So that's why I went ahead and made this the body and this the polka dots. So if you see last week, you're like, that's not how she said she was going to do it. That's why I learned my lesson. And so just think about that when you're picking out your fabrics. You know, you've got 2.5 inches here. Now, we do have staff members who are working on one that's got some embroidery here. We've got one that's got machine embroidery, hand embroidery. You're going to see this pillow made lots of different ways. And it's just so perfect. It's like, it's a good little lumbar pillow, so you can like set it behind your back. We happen to have a new baby. Peter will have to plug in the picture. We got one of our staff members, Julie, if you all know Julie, who works here. She just had a baby, and William Everett Hayes Petty. But Peter wants to call him by another name, but we're not going to say it because Peter's not going to use that name. We're going to be nice. But anyway, so this would be perfect for a baby. It really would, because it's one you could push against him and like that. So it's just a great little pillow. I'm going to show you how to assemble it. The cutting instructions are really straightforward. I think you basically are just cutting 3 strips. So I have a 2-inch piece that I fold in half. I have a 1/4 yard inch piece that again I fold in half. That's going to make the cuff. And then you have a piece that's the body that's like 27.5 by 16.5. So it doesn't take very much fabric at all. But I'm actually going to sew it together on a serger because I want you to see just how fast this can go. There's an organization called Conquer Cancer Pillowcases. It may not be Conquer Cancer, it may be something else now. But it's a pillowcase program where they sew pillowcases for kids. And I have made lots of pillowcases. And there's another pattern out there that's a hot dog pillowcase. This isn't made that way, but there's another pillowcase pattern. And I've been known to make 20, 30 pillowcases in a day. I mean, literally. So if you don't have a serger, you might want to get one after watching this. Sergers are just kind of the little workhorses of the sewing world. And because all my seams are encapsulated, I don't have to lock this seam at the beginning. I don't have to lock these seams at the beginning or the end because they're going to be captured back in another seam. So if you're thinking, well, she didn't lock that, don't have to. It's going to be captured. There will be one I have to lock. Why do I always pick the absolute worst scissors? I have to bring my whole sewing room and I just grab what I have. Okay, so that's my cuff. And see, the nice thing about this is that's a completely sealed seam now, okay? And that gets folded in half. And I've already pressed it just to save time, but that's going to be my cuff. And then what the instructions tell me to do is to take the piece that you cut at 2 inches, and this is just a solid color, but you would fold wrong sides together, and then you want to baste it to the long edge of the body of the pillowcase. Now, because I'm using my serger, I'm just going to lickety-split, put this on there like this, and there's really no basting involved because I'm going to come back over that seam. I love my serger. I'm telling you, use it all the time. This piece isn't directional, so I didn't have to think about that, but with this piece I did, so I wanted the hippos going that way. So just think about that when you're sewing it together. Now I'm not going full out, full speed just because it gets a little loud, but let me just show you. That's why you love a serger. Because you can really go fast. Okay, so now I've sewn my band on. There, it's on. And now I'm going to sew these 2 sides together. So again, see where that was open, I'm going back over those seams, so I don't even have to think about the fact that that wasn't locked at the end. And serger stitches actually pretty well lock themselves. So here we go. Now I'm just going to hold this tight. Now I'm going to turn a corner down here. I'm going to show you how to turn a corner. There's lots of ways to turn a corner. So I'm going to do the method where I pull it out, I come back in, and I go right back at it. Now, when you do it that way, like I did, what you get is this little kind of balled up thing at the end. And what I can do, Peter, you want to come in close for this, is this is a little tool. This is a great tool. This is called a hooky. A little hooky. Serger seam hook. I can take this and go behind these stitches like that. I'm doing this on camera and it probably won't work for me. And then I grab this piece here and I pull that back through. Look at that. And then that piece is now, that's locked in, that ain't gonna come out of there. I mean, it just stays.
Very cool.
Isn't that very cool? It's kind of important to do it at this end.
Hooky, get the picture of the box.
Yeah, and then the other way you can do it, and let me show you this.
We sell these?
We do sell these.
Have them on the floor?
Have them on the floor in the machines department.
Okay.
The other way I can finish it in is I can come in like this. I get to the end, I flip it around, and you just turn that over, and you sew backwards on it, and you sew off, and that locks it too. So, I mean, there's lots of different ways to lock a serger stitch. I typically do this pull-through thing. I just like it. But you can flip it around and lock it too. At the end of the day, you just want that secure. Okay, so now I have my cuff on. I have the side sewn. Or I have the flange on and the side sewn. That's the right side. So I'm going to put this right side to right side. And I'm going to match my seams over here. So this seam and this seam come together just like that.
Is that right side to right side inside the tube?
Mm-hmm.
Inside, yeah, you're inside the tube.
I'm inside the tube. Just like this. And I'm pretty sure, let me make sure that's how they tell you to do it, because sometimes I just go off and do it my own way. Let's follow the
it's
pattern.
like a recipe you've made 100 times where you just,
I
you
know.
make it and you don't even think about it.
Place the pillow band loop over the piping edge of the pillows. Yeah. And so they're actually doing it. It's right sides together. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
They're showing it the other way, which is fine. We'll do it like this, because that's what it shows in the pattern. Okay? We'll do it the same way, but it's the same process.
Right side to right side.
Right side to right side. That's
out
what
on
we
the
care
pillow
about.
body.
Yeah, if I had one side of my cuff was different than the other side, I might want to think about that too. But this one is all the same. So I'm going to nest these all together right here, and I'm going to use binder clips. If you don't have binder clips, get them. I haven't used pins in years. And then what you want to do, it's kind of like doing a border on a quilt. I want to kind of ease that in. Now I cut these at 27 inches, but you know, things have to ease a little bit. So I'm going to make sure this one matches over here to this one. Kind of get all my edges together. Okay, and I'm going to binder clip that together. And then to make sure that that gets evenly distributed when I sew, I'm going to match those two up, and I'm going to pull that tight, like that. I'm going to put another binder clip here. And same thing here. I'm going to match those two, pull that tight, kind of ease that in a little bit, because sometimes you have a little ease, which is not a problem. Okay, and I clip there. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to match these two, pull that taut, and put a binder clip here. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm evenly distributing that cuff all the way around the pillow, because when you sew it, it sometimes tends to shift a little bit. And this way I'm making sure I don't have any shifting. And it's just even. We're going to have a pillowcase in just a second here, you know that. We should have timed it. Oh, I didn't even think of it. We should have timed it. That would have been fun. I did have it cut out. It almost takes longer to cut it out than it does to sew it together on a serger. Okay, so see, now I have my evenly spaced, nice, perfect.
It would take me longer to pick out the fabric.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's the fun part.
It is the fun part. It is very much so the fun
now I'm
part.
gonna put this under my serger.
What's cool is seeing like how, like what combinations people come up with.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like there's just,
Well, and I did exactly what I told you guys when I was trying to find the fabric to match. This is the color piece I went to.
Is that how you did it? You went
That's how
off
I
the
did
dot?
it. I went off the dot, and that was the closest color I could get. And
I was wondering how you matched it so well.
There you go.
I was
That
like,
dot
man, you
matches
really
that.
hit that color good.
Can we hit
I was
that
like,
dot?
I didn't see that solid with that print displayed.
I put it over there. Okay, so now I'm just going to zippity zip around this. Now I'm going in the same distance that I did before, so where I sewed that band on is now caught up in the same stitches. There are so many things you can do with your serger. Flannel quilts made on a serger are great, because you know how flannel quilts shed?
Yes.
You can serge the seams.
And the threads separate.
Yeah, and it'll keep that from happening. Okay, so now to get this edge to lock, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stitch up and then go off. So I go through it, I'm over that, and now I just turn it and come up. So I've sewn over that where I started. And then that way I don't have to go back and do that other little trim, but I just trim that off with these really crummy scissors. There you go. And now that seam's locked. So now, because I've done this on the serger, I have no raw edges anywhere. Looky there. Done.
Done,
Except
son.
for top stitching. Now, you don't have to top stitch. Okay, first of all, I gotta show you. You notice my turner is a flamingo? I just had to point that out. Because, you know, it's
Well, that's
funny.
fun.
Isn't that fun? Our tools are part of a fun part of what we do. Okay, so I'm going to make that point nice and sharp. So, and that's the other thing with the serger pan, you get nice sharp points. I'm going to make this point nice and sharp. Same thing, I'll push that out till we get it right where it's pretty. Look at that. See how sharp that corner
Man,
is?
you don't mess around.
We don't mess around. And now, there she be. Ready to go. Now, I could go to my sewing machine, which I would recommend, and top stitch this down, which is what I did on this one. If you notice, I top stitched up here, just came in 1/4 of an inch and did some top stitching there. I set my machine at 3.0 for the stitch length, and I top stitched here. What happens when you top stitch is that flange where that gets laid down, and now this lays really nice and flat.
Okay, let's compare what's going on with
So
this.
see this one, it's sticking up. I'm going to fold that down like that towards the body of the pillowcase. And when I sew my top stitching, I'm going to do it right along here, and then that secures that piece nice and flat.
Because right now it just kind of wants to
It wants
go
to
like
flip.
that.
Yeah, it wants to flip. And
so that top stitch just gives it a
top
polished
stitch,
finish.
Yep, finishes her off.
Boy, look at those colors. I'm
that
all
stunning?
about that paisley.
And this is that poplar. This is that poplin fabric that we showed you last week. It just, this is going to be the best little pillowcase to lay your little face on. It's going to feel so good.
Now, you know Virginia, right?
Yeah, she's going to want this.
No. In the spirit of Virginia, can I just say that those are my colors?
Yes.
You know, I know why she says that now.
Yeah.
Because if I say, those are my colors, then I'm hoping you'll say, Peter, why don't you just go ahead and take this one?
You can have it. Well, there you go. I would do the top stitching on my sewing machine. That takes a hot second to do. It really does. And boom, you got a pillowcase. I mean, I don't know how long. We didn't time it.
So I think we had the intro, which was about 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We're at 15 minutes. I'm going to say it took you 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think probably 10 minutes. And I was talking. So if I wasn't yammering, if I was just sewing, you know, I would have got done even faster. But isn't that just the best little pillowcase? And then these pillows, so then here's the conundrum. You're like, where do I get this pillow?
What do I stuff it with?
Well, you can make your own and stuff it. We actually sell a pillow insert that's 12 by 16 Pillow Pals, perfect size for it. We can get you those as well if you want the pillow. It is kind of nice to have, you know, a pre-done pillow. But I always put the tag in.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are you going to take your pillowcase over to our embroidery shop and then have your person that you made it for's initials put in it?
Well, let's see. Those initials would be PR, right?
Oh, yeah. I need horses running around the border, too.
Horses running around. So there you go.
I need some embroidered horses.
There she is. There's the little pillow. I love it.
Man, that's slick.
Isn't that stunning? It's a nice
that fabric, I love that blue. That blue color is amazing. And of course, the feel of that poplin.
Yeah.
So silky.
A quilt made out of this would be absolutely the softest and the sweetest.
I'd be late to work every single day.
I know. You and me both. Well, anyway, there's your little pillow. She's done. And we're going to just keep making these pillowcases. You're going to see them everywhere. So
are we going to talk about what's new now? Fabrics?
So we're going to have the What's New video.
I hear there's some big things that came in.
There are some big things. And you're going to be excited to see what we have. But we want to teach you how to make it. This is one of the steps that we're going to show you. I've got more things to show you with this pillowcase. Like I said, it ain't over yet. We got a couple more videos.
More?
We got more. Don't anticipate.
Gosh.
Just participate.
How much do you have up those sleeves?
I got so much up here you wouldn't believe it. Okay. Stay tuned. We're going to go look at fabric and go see what's new out on the sales floor. But post the pictures of the pillowcases you make on our Facebook page. We want to see what you make and how cute it is.
I love that picture that was posted yesterday. I think it was. That was awesome.
Yeah, people are already posting.
Love it.
We know more than started this program and they're like, here's my pillowcase. I'm thinking, gee, willikers. But they might have had a sticker.
I think they watched the video and then somehow downloaded the pattern and then sewed it like right after the video last week.
I think they didn't waste a second of time, which is appropriate because these are great. You're going to want to make a dozen. I think great Christmas gifts. You know, so here's my thought. Make the pillowcase, put like their stocking stuff in it, put a little bow around it, and then when they get done, they have a pillowcase.
Oh, I love that idea.
That? See? I'm just, let's get our Christmas stuff done.
I'm going to need one for the car and one for my office chair.
Yeah, I think so. That's what everybody's like, it's a perfect lumbar pillow. It really kind of is. It fits very nicely. Okay, let's go look at fabric because that's what we live for, right? See you on the sales floor. So welcome to What's New in the Store this week. It's, it's mid-May, Peter. Can you believe it's already been May? We're rolling into the race. If you're a Hoosier, you know May is just race. That's all we talk about. The Kentucky Derby happened already, so... Then Peter, did your favorite win?
No.
There's a little controversial stuff going on there. So anyway, the big race here is the Indianapolis 500. So in May, that's what we're talking about. But in our store, what we're talking about is this Bounce Back Shopping Spree coupon available with Handy Quilter right now. So if you buy a Handy Quilter machine, you get a bounce back coupon up to $750 and maybe even more if you buy like a machine and the Pro Stitcher that you can use in our store. So it allows you to buy any in-stock merchandise after you've bought your machine. You have to come back another day, but you can still come back and shop, which is really, really fun. So if you're looking to buy a machine, it's a great way to get a little money back. I'm throwing my pen. You know, our staff here in the machines department does a beautiful job of showing you how to use the Pro Stitcher. We've got a Moxie up here. We've got an Amara that's a standing machine. We've got a Amara that's on a quilting frame. Lots of ways to buy a handy quilter that will fit in your home regardless of how much space you have. And a machine to meet every need, because some of you need a big machine, some of you need a little machine, some of you are ready to just dip your toe in the new process, and some of you are ready to really go full out and have maybe your own business running a handy quilter machine. So please, 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 if you're interested at all, come in and take advantage of this bounce back, because I think it's a really good investment. Because gosh, what would you buy? Fabric? I would buy some fabric. Would you buy fabric?
So much fabric.
So much fabric. So much fabric. Okay, have the weather rock. It was a goofball. I was standing by my desk. I'm like, I can't find the weather rock. It was sitting on my desk. So here's the weather rock. Weather report there, Peter?
Let me scan over here so everybody can see how sunny it is out the window.
Yeah.
It is probably by now 67 degrees and sunny. There's a slight 1 or 5 degree wind.
Yeah.
I can see the leaves move on that tree out there.
At least we have leaves on the trees again, right? They're not naked anymore.
Yes.
I don't like naked trees in the winter. Naked trees make me crazy. I like leaves and flowers on my trees because it makes me sad when they're naked. So there you go. That's your weather report from Central Indiana today, May 9th. Gosh, May 9th. Hard to believe. So I want to go over here to our upcoming classes and show you
classes.
Classes. Let's talk about classes a little bit. Sneak around the corner here. So, gotta take a tour. Hi. So when you come in our store, we try to have on display samples of the upcoming classes. And we've talked about Mary Bouvier's classes, but I wanted you to have a chance to see this fabric painting class that she's got coming that I think is so cool. If you can see this little piece, that's actually been quilted, and then she's gone in and done the fabric painting, and she assures us that anybody can do this. But what a stunning piece of art to have in your home or in your sewing room or something like that.
I understand that's all done on a sewing machine, free motion.
Yeah, she doesn't have special equipment. It's just a home sewing machine.
Look at that quilting.
I know, isn't that amazing? And she's going to teach you how to do all that and then how to paint it too. So don't hesitate to sign up. This one is May 24th and June 2nd, and it runs from 12 to 4 p.m. So it's a daytime class, but gosh, wouldn't that be a great project to take home? And then this one is May 11th. I think there might be one spot left in this one. That's May 11th and 18th, and then it comes again June 6th and 13th. So the May class may be real close to sell that, but I think there might be room in June. So you don't want to miss that. The other class that's coming up is this cartonnage K-cup box. Look how fun these are.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool? I love the fabric choices.
That is fancy. Look at that handle.
Isn't that stunning? And then look at this one. This has kind of got the Funkadoodle thing going on. And she didn't put the sections in it. So, you know what? I think if you covered this with stuff for a little kid and gave it to him for a treasure box and put a little knob on it, wouldn't that be fun?
I'd want to put it on my desk for my chocolate candy bars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like for my little mini chocolates.
So you'll stay out of my chocolates on my desk.
So I'll stay out of your chocolates. I'll stay out of Lenine's chocolates. I'll stay out of Nancy's candy. I'll stay out of Cindy's candy. Let's just say I know where everybody's candy dish is.
He's the candy mouse, that's for sure. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the retreat. You know, we told you last week, it was almost not fair. We're like, we had a retreat, sorry you couldn't get in. And it was such a huge success. It was in Shipshewana. And they loved it. We had 60 ladies up there. Gosh, all we're hearing is how much fun they had. And of course they said, when are you going to do it again? When are you going to do it again? They immediately wanted one for fall. And honestly, to schedule a location this late, people almost always, like venues, book out a year in advance. So I don't know that we'll get one put together for fall. But here's the exciting news. Save the date, because the first weekend in May in 2024, we're going to do the same retreat again. So yeah, pretty exciting. And it'll be the same number of people, same format. I mean, everything will be the same. It's just going to be
And same place, right?
same place, same rooms, same. So if you went, save that date, the first weekend in May. We won't publish it for sign up until 2024. It's a little early to sign up. But you'll probably want to save the date so that you get that opportunity to participate. So that's a fun, exciting thing. It was so good to have such a good response.
I bet you're going to have people wanting to prepay now.
I know. Well, it'll go up live, and we've still got 60
Are we usually, let me think, do we usually do it 3 months before-ish?
Yeah, probably 3 months. So May, go back 3 months would be what, March? February, March, we'll probably publish it and have it available. But save the date now, and then that way you know you're going to plan on going up there. So I think it'll be a great weekend. It was this past one; they had a blast.
What a blast! What a great time!
Lots of pictures.
I'm starting to see the pictures come in.
Yeah, he's been posting them on our Facebook page, and people just keep sending them to him. And then we have these technologically challenged people who are like, I can't figure out how to get you the picture, but I got a picture right here. And it's like, well, you can't just show it to me. You got to get it delivered. So the staff in the back is a little excited. We got a new baby in the house. I don't know. Oh, Grandma's got him back again. She's not sharing.
She's sneaky.
No, you are not sharing, Grandma. She is not sharing.
She's a hoarder.
She's a baby hoarder.
She's hoarding that baby.
Yeah, Nancy has 13 grandbabies. This is number 13.
You would think that this was her first one.
You would. So we going for 14? Nope. Nope? What? Well, somebody else will maybe.
That's Dad's decision.
That's
not
Dad's
mine.
decision, not mine.
We're also out of bedrooms, so.
Oh, well, that kind of changes it.
Yeah, but now you got one of each, so you can just.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
Yeah,
Listen
there
to
you go.
listen to Grandma. Listen to Grandma.
Bunk beds.
All right, let's go look at some fabric. New babies are fun, but new fabric is too. Let's go this way. I see some we're going to spy on.
Too bad we don't have touch-o-vision.
I know, we need touch of it because we can rub his little hand. Look how pretty he is. New boys are not supposed to be pretty, but he is. Okay. This is the beginning. We told you our seasonal fabric was coming in. We showed you some really cool, this we showed you last week. But look at this one. This one is so vibrant. So the two we've shown you so far have been kind of subtle and calming, I guess. But these just are like,
Love that.
oh!
That plaid.
Isn't that stunning?
That plaid.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
That'd make a nice shirt.
Ooh.
That'd just make a nice shirt. And look at the daisies. I love the daisy feel. And then there is a panel, so that's fun. And there is a pattern to go with it. It has a really cool ribbon in it. I love.
Oh, I need to get up there. And
Get up there and get that.
zoom
That's
that.
really cute. Love that effect.
Oh, that's neat.
Isn't it cool? That's a very fun way to do a border on a
Very
pattern.
cheerful. I love the idea of the sunflowers and the pumpkins together.
I do too.
Love that.
Yeah, and seasonally they're usually out there together too.
Yeah.
So I love this too. So this is a nice bright fall line. And then the other thing, it's here.
What's here?
Christmas.
Christmas.
I know, it blows my mind.
Hey, where's that little guy that dances?
I know, the Grinch.
We should have him out by now.
So we have this Grinch. If you've been in the store before, you push the button and he does this little wiggle and he sings. And we have some staff members who don't enjoy hearing that 500 times a day. I personally think it's delightful.
I love it. I think
Peter
it's
and I are the
delightful.
instigators. I think someone hid it from us as well.
They did. They hit it deep, I heard.
They look at them getting grins from behind us in the peanut gallery. I have a suspicion, but I'll go buy another one. I have no problem with that.
Okay, buy two so we have a backup.
A backup because they terrorize our Grinch who does the little dance and sings because they don't like to listen to it. But that's okay. So Christmas fabric is here. I think it's right over here. Right here. So that baby is in the way again. No, he's not in the way. He's too cute.
Is Grandma still holding that baby?
Grandma's still holding him. She won't share. Does not share well with others. I'm going to have to mark her report card. Okay, so this...
Marker report card.
That's my job. This is a Moda fabric. It's from Create Joy Project. We received her line last year. Some of these are back. You might seem a little familiar. She worked off of them again. This was absolutely one of our top selling lines. It translates so beautifully, not in for just Christmas, but just all the way around. I love this. Love, love, love. Look at this piece. Look at that. It's like a landscape. Isn't that fun? With the little trees. So what I love about this is it is Christmas, but it's so many colors. It's just joyful. Create joy. Get
I
it?
think you need an English paper piece tree.
Ooh, yeah,
What's
that'd be
those things that go
tree
around the
skirt?
tree? Tree skirt, yeah.
Yeah. Look at this green. Dawn would like that. That's got her name on it. 'cause
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
all
does.
green. Definitely has her name on it. So that's one that came in. It's from the Moda company, and it's Create Joy Project, Comfort and Joy. Look at the words. Everybody loves words. Santa, elves, peace. What a great backing. Wouldn't that be great for the back?
Stocking liner.
Stocking liner, yeah. So that's our first line. That's
Or a
come
little
in.
pillow. I mean, travel
Now,
pillow.
there's more around the side
You're
here.
going to
so
the holidays.
there's a few more bolts here with that line. So
I think Nancy's using Christmas fabric for her little summer pillows.
she probably
She's
is.
not using sandals.
Perfect though.
She's
What a
not using
perfect-
sandals. I'm just saying right now.
So if you're making the pillow for the stocking, here you go. Here you go. You've got your fabric. You can start making your little stockings. How fun is that? Isn't this stunning? And I mean, that is a poinsettia. I can tell, or poinsettia, however you want to say it. I think that is based on a poinsettia. But it reads, I mean, I could use that year round.
Does it read joyful?
It reads joyful. Very joyful. And then the other line that we have in is Christmas is Basic Gray.
Basic
Right here.
gray.
Another Moda line. And we love Basic Gray.
Okay, Peter's pick is
Peter's-
going to be that third bolt up.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, let's put it up there where he can really...
Love the stockings.
Oh, that is really cute with the candy cane. You like candy canes?
Look at all those wonderful stockings.
Do you like candy canes, Peter?
Yes.
I don't. My husband loves candy canes. I'm just not
You got
a
to
candy
put them
cane.
in your coffee.
Oh,
You get peppermint coffee. It's so good.
okay. Well, it might
I'm
make
just telling you right now.
I don't
or
like
in your hot
coffee.
chocolate. You
Well,
can
I
put
might
it in
like
your
it in
hot
chocolate.
chocolate. It's
That-
really good in hot chocolate.
I could get down with that. That would be good. So fun stockings. It's an overtly Christmas.
Now, one of our employees said that they really liked the snowflakes because it wasn't necessarily Christmas, but it was, winter.
Yeah, I like the green on it. Look at the green.
Mm-hmm.
You don't normally see that. I mean, the red and white's fun, but this is kind of a fun take on that, isn't it?
Yeah. And you could do some beautiful embroidery on here
Oh yeah.
for everybody who's taken our embroidery classes.
Yeah, like Jamie does
Yeah.
this. The other thing is English paper piece. Look what a nice little square that would be.
Oh, that would look good on your English paper piece tree skirt.
It would. Yeah. And look at these nice plaids. They're pseudo plaids, I guess. They're kind of.
Oh, those are fun
boxes.
plaids. I like
Oh,
those.
wait. Look at the snowflakes in blue. Look how fun that is. That
I'm
looks
thinking that would be
Larry.
great to finish a cross stitch project.
Oh yeah, those little what is it that they're doing right now with the little panda or the polar bears peeking out from under the eyes?
Oh, yes, the polar bear. Uh-huh.
I forget what that
I can't-
cross stitch is called.
I
but
can't
they're
think of
all
it
doing
either.
I mean, everybody's doing it. I've
Yes.
seen everyone, but this would be perfect for finishing that. That'd be a real good choice. Okay, then that goes around the side too, Peter. So don't miss the ones on the
Okay,
side.
I'm still
He's
right
still
here on the
standing.
flowers. You got the
I don't know what
flowers.
kind of flower that
You
is,
got
but
the
I like it.
stockings on the dark green background. Really nice light blue background. Beautiful.
I like that.
Beautiful.
I like the light blue for Christmas too.
And then we got some spokes.
Fun,
There's the spokes.
fun.
Stars. And paisleys.
All right, so now
Well, that's not a paisley. What is that?
It's pretty.
I love the pattern.
Another one that would English paper piece well. All right, now we're going to go to the Anthology Batik.
Oh gosh, you need to tell the story about how we had our meeting yesterday. And I'm like, oh, are you going to talk about that new fabric that we got that just came in?
We should go look at it just so you. So we do try to plan what
'Cause
we're going
it's
to talk
funny.
about. And Peter's like, you got to talk about that new fig tree. You just got to talk about that new fig tree line. And I'm like, no, we don't have a new fig tree line. Oh yeah. We just got it. I'm like, no, I don't think so. He goes, I'm gonna go get the bolt. So he goes and gets the bolt and brings it back. And all our bolts are dated, so we know it came in like mid-March. and fig tree happens to be the lady who owns our shop, Lenine. It's her favorite fabric of any kind. So whenever fig tree comes in, there's always a big hullabaloo in the store. So it was like, I didn't remember that excitement level going up. So anyway, the fig tree had been here a while. But that's not to say it's not fun. I mean, we probably talked about it in something.
I just can't remember.
We just can't remember.
I can't.
Should we show it just because we talked about it?
When we get around to
When
it,
we get
we will,
around to it.
yeah.
Okay, we'll
Just
find
in case. The viewers can tell us whether we showed it or
I
not.
already showed that.
Because maybe I was on vacation. You never know.
I don't know where it's at. Let's go by cake. Let's go. Let's see where they put the working around the babies again. Oh, here's these new. Oh, these batiks are so new. They're not even out.
What else do you have to do?
Oh, look at that one. Look at that blue one on top. That's saying my name. So these batiks are by Anthology. And these are just beautiful. If you're a batik person, they're very diverse. I wouldn't call them necessarily batiks that are a set that match each other as much as they are just, they're all different. Oh, this is good. The light colors in batiks are hard to find. I do have some that'll be coming in later in the year that we ordered, some really pretty pastels. Oh, that's pretty.
That's lovely.
That orange against that aqua.
That's a great summer color.
It is. I love that. Ooh, that's pretty too.
Love
I
that
love a good
nice
red.
bright lipstick red.
Yep. Those little flecks in there, that's pretty.
Oh, that's cool. Those flecks
Okay.
come out really good.
And then we're back to our summer project. A pillowcase made out of this would be delightful.
And then this purple.
Oh, purple.
Ooh.
Oh, here, she's just now getting them
Oh, there's
unwrapped.
more. There's
but wait, there's more. See that?
5 more.
This was so new, I didn't even.
Oh, there's a whole nother pile over
well,
there.
let's go over there. Let's look at those while she
This
unwraps.
didn't make our list, or did it?
It did make
Oh,
our
it
list.
did make our list.
But I thought it was, they didn't.
Yikes.
It's so new, they didn't get it out. Look at these. Look at that light one. That's pretty. That'd be pretty with a gray.
It would.
I see pillowcases again. And now, you know, I see, oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Look, Kathy, no baby.
Nancy
Wait.
without a baby, take a picture.
Wait.
Do you have him in your pocket? You're lying. Yeah,
Wait,
I know.
she stashed them in a
She
bowl of
stashed
fabric.
it in a bowl. Oh, look at this purple. That's almost an eggplant.
Whoa, that's deep. I love it.
I love that one. This one's good too. I love batiks. They're just so fun to work with. The weave on them is so nice because
I
the
love
way
how
they're-
they press those
Yeah.
seams. You get such beautiful, beautiful seams.
Well, because they're dyed and waxed and dyed and waxed and washed and waxed and dyed and waxed and washed and waxed, they're pre-shrunk basically, which is great. And the weave on them is really snug. So when back in the day when we were making masks, everybody wanted batiks for masks because they were good for masks.
Oh, that pops.
Doesn't it?
That really does. Oh. Okay, this reminds me, this print right here, a lady did a mask. A young girl did a mask 3 years ago-ish. And she used a batik and she tagged us because she bought the fabric from us. And this fabric reminds me of that girl. It's
there
like
you
that
go.
fabric she used.
See, our
Because it had that bright aqua.
And so this is the way we remember our customers. We
Yeah.
may not always remember your name,
We
but
remember
what you bought.
We remember you by your project or what you bought.
That's right, by your project. But that, you know, we really have had those conversations. You know, she's the customer that made the blah, 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 and everybody's like,
Oh yeah.
that's a pretty green. That's a great green. Okay, there's more coming out over there. So they're digging them out. Yeah, so this is what happens. So when fabric comes in, we put a barcode on this end that has all the information on it. We put a barcode on this end because if one falls off, then you got a second one. And then it gets folded because it comes wrapped in this plastic. So they have to fold it, do the fancy little foldy fold, which I take apart and then they have to put it together. But we fold it over, and then that goes in here. We put our bobby pins in it. So how many bobby pins do you think you pick up off the floor a day, Pam? A lot.
Too many.
Too many, yeah. And then this bobby pin goes in here like that, and that keeps it together, mostly, while it's on the shelf. So, and before it even gets out here and that happens, Nancy, who was the baby hoarder, is the one who puts it into our point of sale program, puts all the information in it, and also then it goes to Sandy in the background who does our web page, and she checks everything over, makes sure the picture that is on the web page of the fabric is the right color and the right fabric, and the description, she fills out the description and gets all that information in, and then you can go to our website and buy any of the stuff you see, which is so fun. And if you don't have time to stop in the store, but you live nearby, you can place an order online. They'll get it all cut, ready for you, and all you have to do is pop in the front door and say, hey, I want to pick it up, or we'll ship it to you. If it's over $125 worth of whatever you buy, the shipping is free in the continental United States. But if it's under $125, I think it's $12 shipping now. Shipping just keeps going up, up, up. I apologize. So just buy $125, then you don't have to pay the shipping.
Well, your quilts. I mean, if you're gonna do a quilt, you got your top, your batting, your backing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're easily
Oh.
gonna hit that.
125 is real
That's
quick.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a real quick one to do.
And
Okay.
rulers and templates and scissors.
Oh, yeah, scissors, and then of course you need all the gadgets and the toys and the fun stuff. And you know, if you do want the free pillowcase thing, just put that on there too. Say I want a free pillowcase pattern. We'll get that to you as well. The only other thing I want to tell you is we did send some yarn to our clearance department. I'm not back in that area, but I can tell you, and you guys can look. All our clearance department, which is really pretty massive, is not online. You have to come in the store to get to our clearance department. But we did put a bunch of yarn in there. You know what that means? We're going to get a bunch more yarn in.
Jeez.
So we're moving some of our older yarn out.
I
We're
feel
getting
spoiled.
I know. This yarn people are finally getting some yarn in. So be prepared. And if you're looking to do a project and want to, you know, save about 40% off of that project yarn, it is in our clearance department now. And our clearance department is, I would put our clearance department against any clearance department in any fabric store anywhere.
They
Ours is
added
awesome.
probably 10 different titles of books.
Yeah.
A more fabric. A whole, like, think a cart or two new carts of fabric.
Yeah. Every day.
Lots of patterns, tons of patterns.
It's the shopping spot. We just want you to come and shop with us. So that's everything on my list today. And so hopefully you're sewing along with us on the summer sewing project. We have another project coming for June, so be sure you get that all done by May 31st. If you're going to post a picture to be entered to win the prize, you want to do that by May 31st to post a picture of your pillowcase. And then you'll be entered, and we will hook you up with something fun. We haven't decided what yet. But anyway, we'll hook you up with something fun. We'll look at all the entries on our Facebook Always in Stitches Insiders page if you've posted your pillowcase, and we'll pick a winner from them. So, and then June 1st, we'll start a new summer program project. Different from a pillowcase, but it will still be fun. I think that's everything we have today. Thanks for watching What's New. We look forward to seeing you again next week, and have a happy stitching day.